Or grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Ma'at hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a proud contributor right here on Your Black World, the home for intelligent Black people. We are so pleased that you have joined us today. Just a little bit of housekeeping before we do a brief part two on continuing our talk on yesterday while we were exposing this traitor to Black people, none other than meritorious manumission recipient and the Raccoon Award and Butter Biscuit, Daniel Cameron. We want to continue in our conversation today about some of the latest that has taken place. He's got the nerve to go on the attack, family, and you won't believe with who. But anyway, as you come in, beloved, come in giving us the thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. I want you to know that you can text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live from time to time. Also, beloved, we are looking for new Fly Nubian Queens. We're on our FlyNubianQueenTV.com network, where we have over 120-something thousand subscribers. And then on one of our other platforms, we have well over, I don't know, maybe 550-something thousand subscribers. And so we have a pretty significant reach just with that platform alone. And so if you believe that's you, reach out to us at producer@FlyNubianMedia.com. That's producer@FlyNubianMedia.com. We would love to hear from you. We believe in the elevation of the voices of the Black woman. Somebody talk Black to me, especially for such a time as this. Again, you can follow me. I'm saying again, but you can follow me on the Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. I'm always doing stuff there, as well as on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, Silent D Production, for your gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold, beloved. Yes, we are holding court today. I know there was a little bit of confusion when I put out a post, which was not too long ago, actually. I put the post out and I put for Fly Nubian Queen TV is where we were. And then I had to turn around and put up another post that quite a few people probably didn't see, saying, no, just meet us here on Your Black World. So I do apologize for that mix up, but we're going to get it together, no doubt. And you're going to be seeing me perhaps more and more here live on Your Black World TV, as well as on FlyNubianQueenTV.com in terms of live. Don't forget also, it's not too late for you to receive insight on celestial and angelic codes that I broke down this past Saturday. It was so absolutely amazing. Shout out to you, Derek. I love you back, beloved, and I bless your gifts 1,000-fold. It was so amazing. The turnout was amazing, but most importantly, the testimonies were absolutely amazing. And so you can still get access to that for a very reasonable rate, beloved, and it is worth your time. It will give you insight, more purpose, and power. 2 ways you can join. If you join my weekly mastermind for $1 for the entry fee at clubvicky.com, you'll get automatic access to it. Or if you just want to get access to the 2-hour Angel Code series that I just did this past Saturday, you're going to go to FlyNubianMastermind.com, FlyNubianMastermind.com. Thank you, Antoinette. Good to see you too, beloved. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Without further ado, let's get right on into this topic today. Now, yesterday's show was so hilarious. It was interesting. I think it was very telling. And you need to continue to be informed. You need to continue to be updated with your daily war briefs. Because Black family, whether you like it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, Black people are at war. White supremacist America is at war with black people. Period, point blank, end of story. Whether you like it or not. As I said to you yesterday, you don't get to say black family because you want to be in denial and because you want to enjoy Babylon the Great that has fallen and is falling right before your eyes. Because you've decided now that you want to level up and you want to have a position in a white supremacist nation that has done you, your ancestors, your grandmama, your great-grandmama, your granddaddy, your great-granddaddy, your sons, your daughters, your uncles, your aunties, your friends, your neighbors. They've done them wrong for 500 years. You decide now, I want to level up. Somebody talk black to me, and that you want to level up in it, so you don't want to see it destroyed. You don't care about those in your family that has been raped and robbed and sodomized. You don't care about the ones that was impregnated. You don't care about your mamas that was made to wet nurse. You don't care about them having to experience dogs being sicked on them, being lynched, the whip being set on fire. Some of you don't care about that anymore. You got you a little house now, and you make about $60,000 a year. That feels good to you. In your mind now, it's not that bad. What happened to grandmama and auntie and them, it's all right now. It's over. And then you lie and pretend that they died for you to have the right to vote, when you know darn well that the few of your ancestors that were actually voting actually voted because they thought at the time, they believed at the time, it may be a means to more black empowerment. You think so little of the intelligence of your ancestors. You think that your ancestors would still be doing the same thing, voting 50 years later, if they knew all of the cheating, of the lies, and the uselessness of it. You think your ancestors are that stupid, that dumb, that out of touch, that unintelligent, that you keep lying on them, saying that this is what they died for. No, your ancestors died for black power. They died for black liberation. And it wasn't just in one way or another. They was looking for whichever way it could come. And besides, if you're going to sit there and say that your ancestors died for you to have the right to vote, and so for their legacy's sake, watch this. Which ancestors are you talking about? You can't be talking about your ancestor, Dr. Martin Luther King, because the last few years of his life, he broke down the fact that not only did he tell America we come to get our check, somebody say reparations. Somebody say reparations. He not only called America out for her illegal wars and persecuted and oppressing the darker peoples of the world, and he connected the fact that she disproportionately sends black folk over there to fight those wars, and he connected it to an economic issue here in these United States. He not only embarrassed and humiliated America by exposing the fact that she is America's #1 purveyor of violence, but he also openly acknowledged that in his day and in his time, where he pushed so fervently to get voting rights passed and civil rights passed, it was Dr. Martin Luther King that acknowledged its limitations. He talked about legislative limitations. And he came to the conclusion that the main thing is money. He came to the conclusion, that's on record, that the issue is black power, which is economics. Somebody talk black to me. Some of you boulets and bones and biscuits love you some W.E.B. Du Bois. The same bones and biscuits that's trying to tell us that we better vote or die. Guess what? Your venerated #1 boule of back in the day, that is W.E.B. Du Bois, which he did some good stuff, but I got my issues with him because of his disrespect of the Honorable Marcus Garvey. I have my issues with W.E.B. Du Bois because he chose to work with the federal government against his black brother. He later showed appears to be some tacit, or I should say tepid, regret. But W.E.B. Du Bois, dang near 100 years ago, wrote a whole essay in The Nation publication. Pull it up. In The Nation publication, he wrote and he titled it, W.E.B. Du Bois, the #1 boule of the day that you all venerate and love, one of the ones that you would consider to be an ancestor. That ancestor wrote a piece saying, "Why I will not vote." How is it that you guys conveniently forget that? Only a slave would do something for nothing. Only a slave will vote without the policy proposal of a particular party to do something for Black people. Somebody talk Black to me. These are a few things that I want you all to keep in mind. It's a new day. Now, more and more, you're finding that Black folk are becoming dissatisfied with everything in the system of white supremacy. Did you hear what I just said? More and more you are finding that Black folk are dissatisfied, fed up with everything that has something to do with white supremacy. We got a problem with the educational system, with Wall Street, the economic system, the government, which of course includes the legislature. We have problems with the criminal justice system, the law enforcement. We've got problems with the pharmaceutical industry. We got problems with everybody and everything. And rightfully so, because every bit of those things were built on the free labor of Black people. Everything in America was built on Black bloodshed and injustice and oppression and persecution and human rights violations. Somebody talk Black to me. That makes sense that we would get sick and tired of a system that gained notoriety and power and global dominance because of a group of Black people that made it rain for liars, killers, and destroyers and thieves. But it's a new day. Now let's get back to talking about the continuation of Daniel Cameron, the latest that's happened in this situation. Now watch this. I always like to give my disclaimer. Copyright Act under copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, teaching, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips of balance in favor of fair use. Now let's get ready to get on into it. By the way, the thoughts and opinions that are expressed here on this platform are not necessarily those of the network or our affiliate networks. They are my own. All right, dear family. Now that we're on the same page, the lady with the curly braids, let me break it down for you today. Our war briefing. And I mentioned that a lot of what I said a few minutes ago, because I told you that some of you, especially the Black boule, you are not happy about the fact that we constantly remind you that we're at war because you want us to be satisfied with white supremacy and you want to retrofit white supremacy. You believe in trying to unwind and untangle it. And that is an absolute fool's errand to engage in that. Instead of spending all of your intelligence, talents, prowess, intellectual property, energy, genius, and brilliance on a system that the God himself has determined to destroy because of her mistreatment of your Black mamas and daddies. You would be better off, dear family, using all of your goodness and your wisdom on building something that is absolutely your own. I started the conversation by telling you that some of you that are the boule, you're upset and you're in denial about the fact that we're at war. And I want you to know it doesn't matter whether or not you want to admit it or not. It does not matter whether you determine to stay in denial about it. It doesn't even matter, baby. You're at war. If somebody's shooting bullets at you, somebody talk black to me, you don't get to say, I don't want to be in war. I don't want to be in war. I don't want to be in war. You're in war, at war, whether you want to or not, when there's assault against you. And as I mentioned before, I'm going to keep reminding you of that. And for those of you that have a problem with my entry, and for those of you that have a problem with Vicki's opening, there are other platforms. There are other contributors on Your Black World TV and our affiliates that you can turn to. This is the Vicki Show. This is how Vicki does it. See, grown-ups don't complain like that. Grown-ups bust a move and move to something else. My feelings, I don't suffer from low self-esteem. All of my hopes and dreams and my destiny is not wrapped up in what some of you call a YouTuber. Somebody talk black to me. I just want to throw that out there. I know the medicine that's needed. I know how much needed, and I know how to give it. If this ain't for you, skip on over, baby. I believe in the empowerment and the elevation of other people. I don't suffer from low self-esteem. I tell you that there are other people that you may resonate with better and more than me. Somebody talk black to me. Go ahead and get it the way that Rachel Maddow likes to give it to you and Don Lemon, and then stay in bondage. Somebody talk black to me. Got 50-year-olds out here talking like children. Just hurry up and get to it. And if your child says something stupid and dumb and slow and unintelligent as that, you would try to pop them in the mouth. That would be you doing that to your own child. It's your life that's bound up. You don't even know what you need or how you need it, some of you all. That's the reason why some of you all follow these ratchet knuckleheads online, support them, blow them up, and wonder why the world is in the condition it's in. You wonder why people have such a tolerance and an appetite for Donald Trump. You contribute to that. Take my time, baby. Slow and easy. Somebody say slow and easy. And sometimes the people that try to rush me, I'm going to take extracurricular activity time to get to it for you. Because I still know how to do a miracle no matter how long it takes, even when you're mad. Somebody talk black to me. You're not the one brewing this magic. Sit down somewhere. You're supposed to be sitting there observing and trying to see where you can get in where you fit in. Plus, this is digital. That means you can fast forward, rewind, and come back. Somebody talk black to me. Now, Vicki, now I'm going to get on to it. God, today. Now, let's get on into this. Now, we talked about Daniel Cameron, didn't we? We talked about Daniel Cameron yesterday. How could you not know who he is? For those of you that may say you don't know who he is. How could you not know who he is? Now, he's an unforgettable. I can understand why you would want to forget it. I said I can understand why you would want to forget him. Somebody talk black to me. Watch this. But just to give us the latest, Daniel Cameron made his way, just so you know, back on Fox News, y'all. Now, remember I showed you a clip where he was recently on Fox. Well, guess what? They just uploaded another one, uploaded one less than 24 hours. This is funny what he said, too, because he confirmed what I prophetically said about him. And I want you to listen to it here in just a minute, but I'm going to just give you the background for those of you that don't know. I'm reading now from the NewYorkMagazine.com under the politics section. And it says Daniel Cameron looks like, it sure looks like Daniel Cameron lied about Breonna Taylor's killer. Now, again, this is the white media that's just barely recently talking about this the past couple of days. When, of course, we as black media, we've been on it since the jump. But let me continue. It says, It's getting harder to deny the likelihood that Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron lied multiple times when he explained why a grand jury decided not to charge any police officer with a crime for killing Breonna Taylor. Now, I know, just give you a warning, that the picture that you're about to see is disturbing. It's one of a traitor. I said it's one of a traitor. So it's very disturbing. All right. It continues. It says Cameron's office presented evidence to the jury, but the only criminal charges he announced last week were against Brett Hankinson, the Louisville officer who fired blindly into Taylor's apartment on March 13th and accidentally sprayed ammo into a neighboring unit. It said accidentally sprayed ammo into a neighboring unit. Okay. The wanton endangerment, some folks pronounce it as wanton endangerment, but a couple of professional legal folk have been pronouncing it as wanton endangerment. It says charge he's facing, the wanton endangerment charge he's facing means that the only officer who will suffer legal consequences for the events surrounding Taylor's death, at least for now, is the only one who didn't have a direct hand in her killing. By the way, family, I'm drinking this well-worn mug from Fly Nubian Queen's store at shopfnq.com. You can get all types of pro-Black apparel and product at shopfnq.com. So be sure to check it out. Now, you all are familiar with that, right? So this attorney general, who we know is a race traitor, has been getting a whole lot of heat. And it hasn't just been sporadic heat. It has been ever increasing heat. And that's because of Black media and the Black grassroots, which is you. We've been putting the pressure on. Now, they allowed other Black high-profile activists to get the juice on it. They allowed Oprah Winfrey to get some play because Oprah purchased 26 billboards calling for her for justice and prosecution, even though other members of Black media and the Black grassroots had already had up a Black billboard, and Oprah bit off of that idea. Now, it's no problem with Oprah joining in also to do that. It's just the fact that it makes a difference, family. When we're the ones that's causing power to happen, we're the ones that's the momentum behind this and pushing this forward, and they choose to ignore us. That's the problem. They pretend still like we don't exist. That lets you know that somebody else has some type of alternative agenda when you don't deal with, acknowledge, and work with the masses of voiceless. Somebody talk Black to me. Thank you, Dennis King. Dennis said, I love your hair. Thank you. My curly braids. I specifically shouted out that for the haters and stuff. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing, family. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. On the count of 3, for those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're watching us on one of our other platforms, beloved, be sure to like, be sure to share, and subscribe. We know that if you're watching us on other platforms, the way you engage is differently. So whatever that is there, please do that on the count of 3. Subscribe, like, follow, and hit the notification bells. Are you ready? I believe you're intelligent enough and you're ambidextrous enough to know how to do it. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, subscribe, like, follow, comment, share. We ask that you do that, dear family, because that is the Black media's way of marketing and informing people about this voice, this medium, this outlet of truth and Black power and inspiration and information. You help us to do that. Mainstream media does it differently. So that's the reason why we're big on emphasizing that. Now, enough of the housekeeping. Let me get on with the get on here. Let me get on with the get on. It goes on. It says, when Cameron announced this decision to the public, he characterized it as just a resolution to a universally accepted set of facts. Quote, the warrant that the police used to enter the apartment was not served as a no-knock warrant, he claimed, rebuking witness accounts that officers had failed to announce their presence before bursting into Taylor's home. You all also know the other lies that he told us when he said that the officers, all of the information was put there for the officers to be charged with homicide. And I'm paraphrasing his words, but in fact, we knew none of that ended up happening because some of the jurors have now come out and busted that up and exposed that as a lie, right? Well, this black-faced white supremacist who's engaged, happily engaged to a Becky, and put out his engagement pictures online while we were demanding justice for our sister Breonna Taylor. I played you a clip yesterday when he went on Fox News the other day, and Tucker Carlson slipped up and said that it was him that wanted him to play the voices of black people calling him, you know, a traitor, you know, and a traitor to his people. Remember, Tucker Carlson, Lily White, Tucker Carlson on Fox News, Lily White Tucker, that open Nazi on Fox. Okay, that open Nazi on Fox. He slipped up when he was interviewing Daniel Cameron and said, you know, I felt uncomfortable, but you wanted us to, you know, you wanted us to. So watch this. Well, he went right back on there again, y'all. Because see, he's in damage control. Because the pressure has been strong. And I'm going to tell you how Daniel Cameron has made Black history. While you keep giving us a thumbs up, liking, and sharing, I'm cueing it right now. Watch this.
Good morning, Steve. Thank you for having me. Are you surprised that the family is calling for a special prosecutor? The Attorney General, Daniel Cameron, joins us right now to respond. General, good morning to you.
Just so you know, you're listening to Daniel Cameron. This time, he's on Fox and Friends. He's not on Tucker's show. He had to hit that morning crew. He had to get that, you know, because there's different people that tune in at different times. So Daniel Cameron is trying to make sure that the audience, the evening audience, that is Tucker Carlson's people, gets hit up. Now he had to hit up. This is a picture here. I'm not going to show you the video, but here is the photo that you're, just so you know what you're listening to. This is one of the fellas that's on, what's that morning? Yeah, Fox and Friends. So this is the image that you're listening to right now. Daniel Cameron just uploaded this. Watch this. So listen to what he says now. They just put it up. Daniel Cameron just put it up on his site just 7 hours ago.
Good morning, Steve. Thank you for having me. Are you surprised that the family is calling for a special prosecutor in this case?
Well, look, let me just say that in this case, I was the special prosecutor, but this is the Ben Crump model. He goes into a city, creates a narrative, cherry picks facts to establish, to prove that narrative, creates chaos in a community, misrepresents the facts, and then he leaves with his money and then asks the community to pick up the pieces. It is terribly
Whoa, that's some fighting words, boy, ain't it? Daniel Cameron got the nerve to have some fighting words. Remember yesterday, Daniel Cameron said, enough is enough. And remember, we as intelligent Black people discussed the fact that nobody Black ever uses that phrase. Did we not? Did we not yesterday break down the fact when Daniel Cameron was all up in his feelings talking about enough is enough? After, you know, he was humiliated because Black folks are correctly calling him a traitor to his race. With no passion, with no swag, with no spirit, no animation. That right there lets us know, baby, that you've been baptized in whiteness. Daniel with a straight face on Fox News with Tucker talking about enough is enough. We're here to say enough is enough. Y'all say it with me. He didn't just say it normal. I mean, he didn't show no real emotion except for his lips was going every which way when he says enough is enough. Well, again, he's trying to hit up all of Fox News. He's hitting the morning crew because there's a group that comes on in the morning. There's a group in the evening. So he's making sure he has the rounds. He just uploaded this. He just uploaded this 7 hours ago to get that morning crew. Now, keep listening to what he says. He didn't have none of this kind of action for the white supremacists. Now, this is interesting who he chose to attack. This is what I posted a little bit ago on Instagram. Y'all see that? He's attacking Ben Crump. Of course, attorney Ben Crump is the attorney for Breonna Taylor's family, one of the attorneys for Breonna Taylor's family. Now, no disrespect, I have been very careful and slow to come out and attack attorney Ben Crump, even when other folk were pointing to what some consider to be questionable and problematic approaches to justice for Black people in a legal fashion. I have more recently started to amplify more of my concerns with attorney Benjamin Crump because I do feel like I've seen a pattern. And one of my biggest issues with him is when I saw that it appeared that he was trying to censor the strong Black masculine warrior voice, for example, with Jacob Blake's situation, and amplified the voice of his mama, which was telling everybody to tell Black folks, in other words, who was resisting, my son would not approve of y'all doing violence and about prayer for the officers. And just, it's about prayer. She was calling for prayer and peace. So I showed people a clip of that, and I may show it to you later on today. Now, y'all listening now. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing, family. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm so pleased to be a contributor here on Your Black World, the home for intelligent Black people. And shout out to my Fly Nubian Queen TV family. Stay tuned. We're going to get our scheduling up and going here pretty soon in the upcoming days. So just stay tuned, and we'll keep you posted on that here on Your Black World, which is one of our sister channels to Fly Nubian Queen, FlyNubianQueenTV.com. Thank you so very much. So a lot of folks have had problems with attorney Crump. And one of the things that I said in the description is, some ask in my description here on social media, after I posted this, I put in the description, some ask if this is the raccoon, we'll just say, versus the coward. Of course, the latter, the coward being attorney Benjamin Crump, versus the clear race soldier, the race hater, race traitor, Sambo, shucking and jiving Daniel Cameron. Some say these are both problematic in one way or another. We may go further with that in just a minute, but I find it interesting what he just said about attorney Crump. Not interesting that saying that I agree with 100% of what Daniel said, but I find it interesting because Daniel Cameron didn't have that level of anger, energy, or disgust with any of these white race soldiers. Are y'all hearing me today? Keep listening. I'm going back to the Fox News. He was just on Fox. He just uploaded this again 7 hours ago. So I want you to listen. That you're listening again to the voice of Attorney General race soldier, race traitor, Daniel Cameron of Kentucky.
He creates a narrative, cherry picks facts, terribly irresponsible on his pieces. It is terribly irresponsible on his part to push such narratives, such falsehoods. As the Attorney General, I don't have the luxury of falsehoods. I have the responsibility to the truth, the law, and justice. Ben Crump can make wild accusations and ask for ridiculous things, but at the end of the day, we have... Did you hear how he lied like that?
Family. Daniel Cameron runs over to Fox News because he knows that only white people take comfort in lies. Only white people willfully, joyfully embrace lies. The white supremacist white person, it is. Are y'all hearing me? If the shoe don't fit, then that ain't for you. He knows that particular Dalmatian dog don't hunt over here. Do you understand why I'm saying Dalmatian dogs? We attribute those things to anti-black swirlers. Somebody talk black to me.
Dispense with our responsibility and duty to present the information to the grand jury. We did that in a manner consistent with what the facts and the law are.
Little boy, do you all remember? Didn't I tell y'all on days ago on Twitter? Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki family. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Didn't I tell you guys a few days ago that I tweeted out whose boy is this for Daniel Cameron? And yesterday, didn't I break down for you guys what I meant by when I referred to him as boy, meaning boy was a derogatory term that the white supremacists used to devalue and to disrespect the black man and to try to keep him in his place by referring to him as a boy? Somebody boyed him. That's from the dictionary. You're not going to read that word in the dictionary. That's from the dictionary. Somebody boyed him. Somebody bored you. Remember, I told y'all that. Remember? And then it dawned on me and I had a powerful revelation. Like over the last few hours. Like since my last conversation with you yesterday. Y'all listen. Somebody said, yes, I remember that. So remember, I asked the question, who boyed him? And then I said, whose boy is this? Somebody talk black to me. Because that's what the white supremacists called you. Black man was a boy. So my question was, whose boy is this? But then I had a revelation. Can somebody please? I'm going to need some altos out of Arizona. I'm going to need some sopranos out of Mississippi. I'm going to need a tenor out of New York. I had a powerful revelation. I thought to myself, y'all watch how deep and spiritual I am. Watch this. So I told you days ago, I tweeted, whose boy is this? Didn't I? Watch this, watch this, watch this. Watch this. I didn't even have this in my mind, y'all. Watch this. I see y'all putting the musical notes in the chat. And then I told you guys, I told you how the white man would call the black man a boy. Somebody come on, y'all, hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs up, like, share. Watch this. But then I had a powerful revelation. I had a powerful revelation that a song already exists that confirms. Y'all play too much. I see you, Amina Muhammad, in there laughing at me to my, oh Lord, Vicki is calling for the choir. You know how we do call for the choir. We got to get deep, sis. Amina is my sister. She always has my back and she's a blessing to me. Listen, this is the revelation. I'm 41 years of age. I'm from Mississippi. So they used to teach us all kind of songs, even some of our white supremacist teachers that we didn't know was white supremacist teachers. But listen, this, I'm not saying this about white supremacy, but it may be. But I'm just saying, I want us to hit this note real quick. Y'all ready? I see y'all in the house. Somebody said Brooklyn in the house. I see all these musical notes. I see Detroit and stuff. Detroit said bass out here in Detroit. Come on, Detroit. Detroit said it's bass. Y'all, come on, get ready to lift your voice. We getting ready to sing this song. We want to dedicate this song, y'all. And I want y'all to make sure that you tag Attorney General Daniel Cameron. I want him to know that this is for him. We have a blessing for you. I asked the question days ago. I keep asking it. I'm asking you guys, whose boy is this? Look at it. Look at it. Look at this young little 30-something-year-old. That's okay. Look at him. Look at it. Look at the little Republican anti-black traitor sitting on Fox News. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. That's how I be talking to the little family dog. Look at the baby. Look at that. No disrespect. No disrespect. I would try to disrespect you by calling them that, but I'm just saying that is the voice I use when I be talking to the family dog. Look at this. Look at this. Now, I want y'all to lift y'all voice and let me show you this powerful revelation, this song that came to mind. Y'all ready? How many of y'all grew up on this? I told you I'm from Mississippi, so we was taught this when I was growing up. Oh, Danny boy. Y'all lift y'all's voice. What y'all know about that? The pipes are calling. Solo though, y'all play too much. Y'all, did y'all grow up on that song? I told you that's when we was talking Mississippi. From Glen to Glen and down the mountainside. Y'all know it. The summer's gone and all the
And my responsibility as the Attorney General of the Commonwealth.
Woo! I accidentally hit this button.
So how do you explain to people who
I got
looked
today.
in at what happened
Watch
that
this.
night?
Y'all, come on, let's tell them. Because remember, that was powerful. How did I just out of nowhere say, I was just asking a question. Just in my spirit, I was like, whose boy is this? I was tweeting that from days ago. I said, whose boy is this? I asked the question, whose boy is this? When I was watching his press conference. Watch this, y'all. And remember, I told you yesterday, when Daniel Cameron, listen to the name. His name is Daniel, Danny. Do y'all understand? Catch the revelation. Y'all know y'all can't get this deepness nowhere else. Somebody talk black to me. Y'all play too much. So just out my spirit, when I was watching him on that, and then he gonna put up a look, because he be out there tweeting. Because he know black Twitter be giving him this work. Watch this. The conscious black Twitter. Don't get us mixed up with the little shea butters and the knucklehead anti-black ones that's from other parts of the country that want to come over here in America and then disrespect the foundation of black Americans instead of being in league with us. Don't confuse us with them that's on there that every now and then will look like they saying something that's pro-black. And in fact, they really in the lap of white mama and white daddy. So Daniel Cameron he be on Twitter, y'all. So when I saw a clip of something on there, I said, whose boy is this? He was on that press conference just thinking he was full of power. Just white people was just a wind beneath his wing and you couldn't tell him nothing. He was just thinking he was powerful up there on that press conference, talking crazy to us, lying to us, and knowing he was finna get away with it. And then, symptoms and the illness, I hadn't slept through the night in 4 years. So in my spirit, the revelation came. That song came off in my spirit. Watch this. Because I've been seeking. I've been asking, whose boy is this? Who boyed you, little boy? Out there thinking you doing something special. And you knew. You volunteered for this particular and peculiar brand of buck breakage. You're the latest modern buck to be broken. I let you all know all the time, back in the day, they used to force our black mothers and black fathers on the auction block. They had them on the auction block so that they could turn them around and show them off to potential buyers, to new potential slave owners of the black man and the black woman. We used to have to be forced to go up there on the auction block. But you modern day Negroes, you funny looking boulets who believe still in America that's fallen, that the scripture calls Mystery Babylon, Babylon the Great. She's styled under different names throughout scripture. No longer does your open enemy need to force you guys onto the auction block. You funny looking Negroes, you volunteer, you treat the auction block like it is a runway. You model. This time, instead of the white man and the white woman forcing you to open up your mouth to show them your strong teeth, instead of them ripping up your shirt, taking off your clothes and exposing your body so they can see how strong you are, so that they can be willing to purchase you and to swirl you and turn you around. By force, they turn you around. You Negroes go up there modeling for these white supremacists. They don't need to force you on the auction block anymore. You go up there flexing. You twerk for them. You say, oh no, master, I got this. You ain't gotta force me, boo. Y'all said, what you doing? Taking off my shirt. I'm finna take it off for you, baby. No, don't touch that, baby. I got these buttons. Let me unzip this for you. See, you modern sellouts. You're not forced to get up there on the auction block anymore. You treat it like it's a runway. You're a model. And then you do like a little Easter thing when you then you curtsy for them. You bow and you do all that genuflecting and stuff. You proud to represent. You say slavery who? Bondage where? It's a privilege for me to give you my all for nothing. Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. On the count of 3, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Don't forget, family, if you're looking to become a Fly Nubian Queen, we believe in the elevation of the voices of Black women. We believe in a diverse number of voices. Reach out to us at producer@flynubianmedia.com. That's producer@flynubianmedia.com. Be sure to sign up also for our business school at flynubianbusiness.com. We're in an era of white supremacy where many of you all are 100% reliant upon money from your open enemy. You only have one form of income. So if they shut you off, if they get mad at you, if you do something on social media they don't like, if you talk about some Black Lives Matter, you say something wrong at work on behalf of your people, then bam, you're concerned about your job. Baby, that's not freedom. That's bondage. So it's in your best interest to have either multiple streams of income or that, and do for yourself. Have your own business, or if you don't want to do full-time business, fine. Have some kind of a side business so that you're bringing in extra resources so that you can do the work of liberation. And if you don't believe that it's your job, family, to own a business, because there has to be workers, it's a team thing. So if that's not your thing, fine. You need to be using a little bit of your resources to underwrite other Black businesses, other Black initiatives, other Black projects. Somebody talk black to me. That's flynubianbusiness.com to build your Black business, or flynubianmoney.com to learn about investing in money. Now watch this as you keep hitting that thumbs up button, liking and sharing. Listen, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Excuse me. Let's get back to this this Daniel Cameron thing. But we just want Daniel to know we're thinking about him. Oh, Danny boy. Let me stop. Listen.
It looks like so many things went wrong.
Present the information to the grand jury. We did that in a manner consistent with what the facts and the law are. That's, again, my responsibility as the Attorney General of the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
So how do you explain to people who looked in at what happened that night? It looks like so many things went wrong, and so many people are surprised that only one officer would be charged with anything, and that detective pleaded not guilty last week to the only charge, which was wanton endangerment.
Well, look, Steve, it is a tragedy. Let's not forget that. At the end of the day, officers were trying to execute.
Look how far into the interview before, oh, Danny boy, look how deep he was into the interview before he said that it was a tragedy. Remember, he came out like this because, Daniel don't have no Black swag. Oh, Danny boy don't have no Black swag. He don't have no swag. So yesterday when he came out on the other Fox News interview with Tucker, remember he was saying, we're here to say enough is enough. That's a dead giveaway. That's a dead giveaway. But then I played you the beginning of the interview. The first thing he did was not talk about, let's keep in mind this is a tragedy. Let's not forget Breonna Taylor. What was the first thing he did? He came out with both his cowboy. And he didn't start shooting at a Black masculine man that has credibility in the Black streets. No disrespect to attorney Ben Crump. But he came out speaking hard against somebody that he knows was already questionable in some circles in Black society. Somebody not Black to me. So here come, oh, Danny boy. Ben Crump didn't say nothing about Breonna Taylor. Now, what makes this situation looks so bad? Look at the optics of this. Don't forget, look who he's interviewing now. Chris, I guess that's the guy's name. The man that's interviewing him. Remember, I'm not showing you the video. I let you listen to it, even though I can show it to you, but I just don't. Watch this. Look at the optics of this. They're really exactly the same. Y'all know that, right? These are exactly the same two people. However, the average person may not initially pick that up. On its surface, it looks like you're talking to a black man and a white man. Somebody talk black to me. On the surface, it looks like it's two different kinds of people. Exact same people. Exact same. But the problem in this interview, and this is what you bones and biscuits and race traders are going to learn. Your open enemy has been doing this longer than you. See, while you were trying to live and not get lynched and die and raped and sodomized, they were thinking of all kind of unusual ways to destroy black people. So they're light years ahead of us as it relates to sneaky ways of murdering and destroying black people. You understand? So they also know how to come off looking like a white savior. How many of y'all know that's the truth? The optics of this looks bad because the questions and the manner in which this white man on white supremacist Fox News is talking is actually make this blackface Sambo look like he's the enemy. Did y'all catch that? I want y'all to listen. It's the white man that looked like he showed a little compassion by even invoking the fact that it was a tragedy that forced Daniel Cameroon. Oh, Danny boy. Don't sing it normal. You got to say, oh, this is how we finna do Danny. And y'all can tag him and make sure you use musical notes when you say it. Oh, deep breaths. Oh, Danny. Because back in the day in Mississippi, some of the ladies that would get up there and say that when they was really finna get ready to hit that note and climb that, whatever it was they was finna say. They was finna show you. They was finna let you know they was finna hit that note. This is how they do it. Oh, Danny boy. Y'all know that's what they did. I told y'all from Mississippi. They taught me that in Mississippi. The pies. Okay, get back to it, Vicki. For real, for real. I don't want to get thrown. Watch this. We dedicate that to you, Daniel. Daniel, this is a dedication to Daniel. This is a dedication to the Attorney General of Kentucky.
Warrant at Miss Taylor's residence. Her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, fired a shot.
Wait a minute. Let me go back to this.
Return fire, which is... Well, look.
One officer would be charged with anything, and people who looked at...
Now, this is after Danny Boy. Danny Boy came out there with guns blazing. Enough is enough. If you don't know what I'm talking about, catch up on yesterday's show. It'll make sense. So he comes out there, guns blazing. Enough is enough. Remember yesterday he said enough is enough. So he decides to go for one of the easiest and soft targets in the black community by trying to attack Attorney Crump. Now he's talking all that noise right about Attorney Crump, and then it takes this Fox News reporter to ask him this question to kind of humanize him a little bit. Watch this. Shout out to you, Natalie, for your gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold.
At what happened that night, it looks like so many things went wrong, and so many people are surprised that only one officer would be charged with anything. And that detective pleaded not guilty last week to the only charge, which was wanton endangerment.
Well, look, Steve, it is a tragedy. Let's not forget.
That's the first time Danny Boy acknowledged that it was a tragedy during that interview. This is a trick that the white supremacist does. Y'all hear me today? That's a trick from the white supremacists. That's the reason why we encourage you guys to snatch down your pale-faced, blue-eyed, stringy-head, blonde-haired Jesuses in your very, 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 very black churches and homes. Because they come out looking like white saviors and you look like the enemy. The position, see, when you sell out your people and you decide to be a tool for white supremacy to use, and even though our target, who we're trying to hit, is what the white supremacists, but one of you bones and biscuits, one of you meritorious manumission individuals, you decide to jump in the way and to save massa. You get hit even though you were not initially our target. You decided to get out the way. So when people want to know, well, Vicki, why are you dealing with black folks and stuff? You make it impossible for me not to deal with black people. My target is white supremacy, and then you jump out there trying to be the savior of white supremacy. So you force me to have to deal with you. You decide you're going to take a bullet for it. So you necessarily got to also get the work. Somebody talk black to me. But one of the tricks that the white supremacy does by using their black tools, sambos and stuff, is that they get to look like the white savior. Here it is, it's white people and the white supremacists that created these godless, hellish conditions. They put you in a position of power to screw over your own people. You get to be the face of it. So now it looks like the whole world is more angry now with the Danny boy than they are with the race soldiers now that murdered Breonna Taylor. You helped to take the pressure off of those race soldiers by volunteering to take a bullet for them. So that's the reason why you deserve and will get every bit of the work that will come to you from Sunday on Monday and Tuesday and stuff, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, back to Sunday again. Every day of the week, you finna get somebody's work. Keep liking and sharing, family. So you just heard him say it's a tragedy, but it took the white man to sit up there and look like he a savior on white supremacist Fox News.
At the end of the day, officers were trying to execute a warrant at Miss Taylor's residence. Her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, fired a shot. The officers returned fire, which is justified because they were fired upon. The tragedy here, and again, I've said this from the beginning, is that Breonna Taylor was in that hallway.
Danny Boy's lying again. Danny Boy keeps saying that Breonna Taylor's boyfriend fired a shot first, and so the police turned around and returned fire. Now, number one, there's a dispute right now about whether or not that's true because of the ballistics report. The ballistics report says that it was inconclusive, number one, to say officially that that bullet came from Kenneth Walker's gun, which is Breonna Taylor's boyfriend who was protecting her. That's number one. Shout out to you, RR, for your gift. Keep up the excellent, superior, brilliant work. Your delivery is very powerful and effective. Feel every word rolls off your tongue. Thank you, beloved. Thank you for your kind words, and I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. For those of you that are just tuned in, my name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor here on Your Black World, the home for intelligent Black people, as well as I go live weekdays on FlyNewBeQueenTV.com, normally 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We've had some little changes of the past few days, but we're going to keep you posted on scheduling changes. And I know some of you said, well, Vicki, I see you in other places too. We're so pleased that our show is often re-aired on other platforms. So if you're watching us there in another time zone, beloved, we ask that you like, share, subscribe, follow, and engage. Thank you so very much for doing that. Now watch this. Daniel Cameron is still lying because he's sitting there saying that Kenneth Walker shot first. There's a dispute about that. In addition to the ballistics report that's inconclusive to actually officially say that, yes, it was Kenneth Walker's bullet that caused the police officers to be shot. So never mind that. Let's put that to the side for now, right? If Kenneth Walker did shoot first, this is just for the intelligent black people to listen to now. See, this is how these white supremacists trick you. Before I go further, I need to make sure that you're keeping up with me, because I'm teaching and preaching and talking and giving commentary all at the same time. I do a whole lot, baby. Which one of these are the white supremacists, family? I'm trying to see if you've kept up. This is a pop quiz. Which one of these two are the white supremacists, family? All right. All right. Who's that, Lena? All right, Lady B. Wilson. That's right, family. Both of them, exactly the same. Don't get the darkness tricked. Shout out to you, Ronald, for your gift. May y'all continue to use you as a shofar of war. Oh, I love that. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thank you so much, beloved, for your kind words. You all say some of the most interesting things. You know, I get gifts. Comments, coin. I'm talking about not just digitally blessed financially. And I shout out I thank you all. It's impossible to know who all of you are. But you guys find my contact information. You send me stuff. I just got a couple of other packages I open up here that you send me. And what shocks me so much, and I just want to take this time to say thank you, is people from different spiritual practices, belief systems, ways of life, single men, single women, husbands, families. We've gotten testimony from people that have children that have autisms, mothers that have dementia. And when they hear my voice, they come to 2-year-olds that they say get their hammers ready, little plastic hammers ready when the Vicki show comes on. Somebody talk black to me. Another lady one time, this was hilarious. One lady one time said that it's only when my show comes on, and she probably watching now, her cat sits in her lap and pays attention the whole time. Somebody talk black to me. And one of the members of the executive team, one of my partners said, she said, look, she said now the people, the animal kingdom is respected. One of the producers, she said, now that you got the animal kingdom, the animals is respect. But to God be the glory. It is such an honor. You overwhelm me. You overwhelm me. You overwhelm me. And I don't take it lightly. It's my privilege, my honor, unbelievable testimonies, businesses that have been started, literal miracles, manifestation, people that says that they were about to stop it and end it all. And more than just one, y'all. And I just say to God be the glory. That's why I always bow to you. I tell you, it's my privilege, my honor, my bliss to come before you. But anyway, I was laughing when that lady was talking about Lord. That person, my producer, she said, "Ooh, you got the animal kingdom. It's respected. It's getting." That's right. Whose planet is this, family? Shoot, it's our planet. Watch this. What was I saying? Yes. I want you to listen again, because this white supremacist, this white man comes off looking like a white savior, right? He comes off looking like a white savior. A white savior. White people created the whole catastrophe, but they installed a black face to hide behind, and he is so demonstrative and passionate about his coonery. He's unshaken about that white supremacist life. You can't shake him from his commitment to white supremacy. So y'all don't understand why he's so mad at you. This is destiny. He's born for this. Sell out. You know, he gonna get me. I ain't gonna say which one. One of my family members, one of them is one of my brothers. I ain't gonna say which one. When he was little, he used to think he was He-Man. I don't know if y'all know nothing about He-Man. What y'all know about He-Man? I ain't finna go there. I'm doing too much. We didn't have cable in my house growing up. And stuff. So we only had like 3 channels. What y'all know about the 3 channels? And you had to turn the knob on the channels. It was black and white. Y'all play too much. And then when the knob dropped off, we had to use pliers to turn it. And the TV automatically went off 9, 10 o'clock at night. And then you would see the black and white salt and pepper come on and that little sound come on. But just before the sound come on, the Star Spangled Banner. What y'all know about that? What y'all know, what y'all know, what y'all know, what y'all know, what y'all know. Y'all play too much. But anyway, what y'all know about the power of Grayskull? Y'all know about the power of Grayskull? What am I talking about? Put it in the chat. Thumbs up, family. Like and share. But y'all laughing at me. Y'all play too much. What y'all know about the power of Grayskull? Now, I ain't want one of my brothers to act like, shoot, he was a white supremacist. But you know, those were the 1 or 2 little shows that we could have. Yes. What y'all know about He-Man? So one of my brothers, he really for real thought he was He-Man. Y'all play too much. I ain't gonna tell you what my mama used to have him in. But she got him this little outfit to be He-Man. Woo-wee. I don't think he gonna watch this show. He gonna watch this show. Y'all play too much. Thumbs up, family, like and share. So one of my brothers for real thought he was He-Man for real. He was real little, y'all. He was real little. Watch this. Didn't have no black images. I told you we only had 3 channels. So in front of the house, this one you used to play outside. Y'all don't play outside no more. We love being outside. Watch this. So in front of the house, he was standing in front of the steps. There was some little side concrete little things on the side of concrete you can stand on. So he was standing on the side of the little elevated part of the concrete. Watch this. I almost said my brother's name. Ooh, he gonna get me. Watch this. So he had on his, and I'm talking about daddy boy right now. I'm trying to show you the mindset. I'm trying to let you know what this dedication is like for him. I'm trying to let you know how he sees himself as a hero for white supremacists, and it's unshakable. Trying to get you to understand people got different kinds of destinies. Your assignment ain't his assignment. Watch this. So one of my brothers thought it was He-Man, and my mama got him a little He-Man, couple little stuff, the sword and stuff. Watch this. And I gotta be careful because I be wanting to just straight up say it's not y'all Voltron, y'all play too much. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Watch this. Because we didn't have that many shows to watch. Shoot. Watch this. So he would get out in front of the house on the elevator thing dressed as He-Man. Watch this. This is what he would do. Y'all ready? Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. Oh, throughout the broadcast, you're going to see important links, family. So make sure that you pay attention to the important links that our beautiful moderators are putting in the chat for your reference. Watch this. So he would stand in the elevated place dressed as He-Man. Watch this. Watch this. He would put his hands together. Y'all trying to get me in trouble on this Your Black World channel. And y'all know they ain't finna give y'all this kind of commentary nowhere else. Watch this. He will put his hands together, lift his hands up. Watch this. By the power of Grayskull. This is Daniel Cameron on behalf of white supremacy. Watch this. Y'all play too much. That's what he was doing at that press conference when he felt like he was full of power. Put your hands together if you know what I'm talking about. Then my youngest brother would say, I have the power. It was over. Daniel Cameron was that exactly during that press conference. Were y'all laughing at me? Were y'all laughing at me? I thought you was following where I was going, family. I thought y'all was following where I was going. Everybody is laughing at me. There are not even any words in the chat. This is not right. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Y'all play too much. That was Daniel Cameron. He's upset because right now he's still getting this work from black people, and it's taken away from him being He-Man right now. That's what he thought he was. He was full of power. That was his moment. And like my brother, you couldn't tell him he wasn't no He-Man. There was nothing you could do to convince my brother he wasn't He-Man. Morning time, he was Power Grayskull. Time to take his bath, Power Grayskull. Getting home from school, Power Grayskull. Which I know. It was nothing we could do. He had to grow out of that. You understand what I'm saying? He had to get a new vision for his life before he decided, you know what, I'm not eating it. You see what I'm saying? That was Daniel Cameron. And right now, Daniel Cameron is very upset. Daniel Cameron is very upset because Daniel Cameron was making Black history as a 34-year-old, 35-year-old, I think he's 34, 35, Attorney General. Watch this. Black Republican out of Kentucky. Watch this. He was making Black history because you don't find too many 34-year-old Kentucky Attorney General Republicans. Watch this. The greatest Black history marker that we can attribute to Daniel Cameron, also known as Danny Boy. The pipes are calling from Glen to Glen. AKA, oh, Danny Boy. The pipes are calling. The other Black history historical marker that many Black folk fail to give credit to Daniel Cameron for. Another area of Black history that he's making right now. Y'all ready for this? Never in the history of America has a Black Attorney General who betrayed their people received this much sustained fire. So the anger, oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling from Glen to Glen, he's thrown off. He's feeling out of sorts because this kind of stuff being to be held accountable from Black folks, it just doesn't happen. That's a history, a new history. He done made Black history. To be held accountable when you sell your people out and to keep the pressure on, that does not happen. Congratulations. Where's my other award? Another nomination. Another nomination for Danny Boy. Pipes are calling from Glen to Glen. Down the mountainside. Summer's go. That's another historical marker in terms of Black history that we don't give this brother credit for. Y'all play too much. Black people will fuss and they'll say something, but who keeps the pressure on, sustained? Watch this. Daniel Cameron is mad, watch this, because there are now a lot of multiple Black voices from the Black grassroots that's saying, charge Daniel Cameron. Charge He-Man, charge old Daddy Boy, the pipes are calling from Glen to Glen and down the mountainside. Somebody say charge Daniel Cameron. This is new ground. That, you see, being a meritorious manumission recipient means that your open enemy, the white man, rewards you for selling out your people. But Daniel Cameron, old Daddy Boy, the pipes are calling from Glen to Glen, he didn't know that there are other kinds of rewards that Black folk will give out. God dang. When we see that you're deserving. We're now calling for you to be charged, Daniel Cameron. That's what we need to start making viral. Because see, when we hold these bones and biscuits accountable, that's going to make the white supremacists very nervous because they're no longer going to have Black family. An easy job of seamless white supremacy. Because what makes their job so seamless and effective is they always have one of us to assist them in our own undoing. Somebody Black talk Black to me. Are y'all hearing me? We're almost done, ain't but a few more minutes. Watch this. Remember, I know y'all like Vicki, we just played. Yeah, he was just on Fox News a couple days ago. But he had to hit that morning show because y'all know audiences tune in differently. He had to take advantage of that morning show. You know, when people be getting ready for work, he got to catch that early morning rising white supremacists, and he had to pitch this too. I told you he just put this up 7 hours ago because this is from the morning show. Now listen to the rest of this. Few more minutes. Thumbs up, family. Like it and share it. Again, don't forget to pay attention to the important links that are in the chat, like how you can sign up and be a part of our Black Business School at flynubianbusiness.com. If you want to learn about money, investing, go to flynubianmoney.com. We give you solutions here for Black power and Black empowerment. Somebody talk black to me. Listen.
Walker, when they returned fire and they hit her, no one disputes that this is a tragedy, but sometimes our criminal justice system, our criminal law, is inadequate to respond to a tragedy. That is the case here.
Isn't that the truth? Did you all hear what he just said? Listen to the last part of what he said. This what he said is true. And this is what Black folks getting ready to start to do because America has delegitimized her own systems. Listen.
That was at the scene, who was firing into the house. He, in our judgment, deserved to be Breonna Taylor's family, Ms. Palmer, all those connected to Breonna Taylor. That should certainly be everyone's sentiment. The other officer that was at the scene, who was firing into the house, he, in our judgment, deserved to be indicted. That was what was recommended to the grand jury, and the grand jury made that decision. And we obviously have to continue prosecuting that case. The other thing I'll make sure that the viewers know is that the department or the FBI continues an investigation into the civil rights matters in this particular case, and we continue to be a partner on that investigation as well.
Right, and Mr. Cameron, what do you say to the people who continue to protest the decisions made in this case, and to the people who have done some rioting as well?
Well, look, I've stood up for peaceful protests since the beginning to the law. We can't.
All of those things you violated. We busted you in the lies. The jurors told us that you did not even give them the other police officers that option after you went before the world in your He-Man moment to lie to us. When you was lifting up your hand to say that you had the power of Grayskull at that press conference. Remember, you was telling the protesters and celebrities and stuff to mind their own business and it's basically stay out of Kentucky. We found out that you lied, Danny boy. The pipes are calling from Glen to Glen and down the mountainside. You lied. White people tricked you. They assured you that there was not going to be a real backlash because there never is. Black folk will say 2 or 3 things, but you're not used to sustained Black pressure, and you're not used to us calling for you to be indicted. We're calling for you to be indicted right now, brother, because there's too much that's going on. We found out that y'all claim that a couple of your officers got shot. We're trying to prevent those we're trying to stop mayhem in the streets. You don't want folks to start taking justice into their own hands like white people always do. So the President of the United States and the white Congress. Somebody talk back to me. Well, your lawmakers are also your lawbreakers. Your lawmakers are also your lawbreakers. You don't want Black folks to start getting quiet on you and taking the law into their hands. Vicki is trying to prevent that. But Daniel said a few minutes ago that sometimes the criminal justice system or whatever is not sufficient to address these. That's exactly right. Oh, Danny boy. All of a sudden, I can't see y'all's comments now. But oh well, I'm going to keep going. Somebody talk black to me. He doesn't know how prophetic of a statement that was. Are y'all hearing me today? Watch this. Watch this. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing on the count of 3. On the count of 3, I need everybody that can hit that thumbs up button. Are y'all ready? Hit that thumbs up button. Are y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button, share, like, subscribe, and make sure that when you hit the notification bell that you hit to receive all notifications. Please hit to receive all notifications. Can y'all hear this? Here we go.
Some folks want to start with a conclusion and then just cherry pick facts to reach that conclusion. I don't have that luxury. My luxury.
He said he don't have that luxury. You lying. Everybody knows what a grand jury is, boy. Oh, Danny, boy. We're hearing your pipes calling, boy. Playing like that and stuff. No, we think we are.
Is to make sure that all 120 counties in the Commonwealth of Kentucky are represented in this office, that the facts are gathered.
Just a few more moments, because he's going to say something that I mentioned the other day, and I want y'all to listen to it.
And that they are presented to the grand jury, which is what we did in this case. Look, again, at the end of the day, people, because they established a narrative before drawing the facts, are going to be upset. But I think most people recognize, because of the facts that have come out in this case, all of the facts that have come out, that the officers were justified in returning fire. Again, the tragedy is that Miss Taylor. Again,
he keeps saying that the officer was justified. That's the second thing that I wanted to bring up. Remember the verse a little bit ago before we went into the He-Man topic? Where he keeps saying that the officers were justified. He's lying. Danny Boy, the pipes are calling from Glen and down the mountainside is lying. He's lying, y'all, because we found out that the reason for which they got the warrant in the first place, that was based on a lie. Do you all know that they said that the post office said that suspicious packages were going to our home? When the post inspector, the feds, came out and said that's a lie. Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling from Glen and down the mountainside. They weren't justified. You weren't even supposed to be there. But it didn't stop there. Y'all play too much. It didn't stop there. I was saying earlier that the ballistics reports shows conflict. It does not show definitively that the bullet came from Kenneth Walker's, which is Breonna Taylor's man's, a gun. But my point, even if it did, Kenneth Walker was a law-abiding, licensed gun owner who had every right to defend his homes because the police did not follow proper protocols, and all of the evidence looks like that somebody was trying to break into his home. So you cannot use as a justification that because he allegedly fired first, even though that's under dispute. But I'm saying, even if he did, he should have fired first, and that would not be justification for the police to have shot in the home blindly. I broke this down on FlyNubianQueenTV.com days ago from a legal expert's position. Meaning after listening to legal experts that know what they're talking about. And I'm not talking on no MSNB, your little regular Don Lemonades and Rachel Madagascar's and stuff. But some of the legal breakdowns and analysis that we received, we knew that even saying that the police had the right to shoot back is not based in statute and is not based in any sort of policy. That's a legal theory. In other words, that's something that they're supposed to take to court and let a jury decide whether or not they were justified. They broke the rules that was not within the context of the statutes or the policies or the laws, in other words. And so if you feel that you had a reason to violate the laws and the statutes based on the circumstances, you're supposed to take that reasoning to court and let them decide if it was justifiable. Somebody talk black to me. They know, though, they're so used to talking to low information consumers and citizens. They know that you're not going to think through that. You're just going to be like, well, yeah, he shot first. No, fool. That's you supposed to, not supposed to. That's my Mississippi coming out. He supposed to. When you're licensed, when you have every right to, and it appears that somebody's coming into your home and the officers are not, and they're in plain clothes, they're breaking all the laws, breaking all the rules and everything else. That's what you're supposed to do. Slowness. Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We're almost done. I had so much more I could say, but I got to get ready to go after this, family. Listen to this last little part that the old Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside said. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing.
Miss Taylor was hit in that return fire. But again, the responsibility of the Attorney General is to provide the information and the facts and give that to the grand jury for ultimate.
Which he didn't do. Again, he knows he can only go to a Fox News who believes and loves and hugs and makes love to lies. And then they get together and birth other lies. He knows that's the only environment he knows he can go to like that where he won't be publicly challenged in any real way.
Them to make the decision.
Well, it certainly was tragic.
Listen.
And people are going to continue to talk about it. In fact, your name was depicted on Saturday Night Live this past weekend, and during a musical performance, the singer mentioned you as well. We're going to play this and then get your reaction. Watch.
Okay, we're not going to play the sound. We're not going to play the music on that. But watch this, y'all. I'm going to wait till it goes. He's talking about Meg Thee Stallion called him out and quoted a thing from Tamika Mallory when they talked about how some of the black slaves that sold out other folk, which I cringe when they use that analogy, and I don't have time to break down why. But anyway, I understood the part. They could have just called him a traitor and used some other examples, but we'll leave that alone.
Attorney General?
Now, you know you got to be a pretty terrible and disgusting dirtbag of a race traitor for you to get play on Saturday Night Live. God today. So you guys can understand this is the reason why he's doing all these media rounds. He's not used to sustained black pressure. Y'all play too much. Natalie said, Vicki Dillard showed the best on the internet where truth. Thank you. Y'all say the sweetest, kindest things. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Watch this. I'm looking at the comment on here because my thing ain't working. I got to get ready to go back to the other one. Watch this. What did he say, y'all? What did his funny looking self say? You got to be a pretty bad, terrible dirtbag of a race traitor to get play on Saturday Night Live. Watch this.
Well, let me just say I agree that we need to love and protect our black women. There's no question about that. But the fact that someone would get on that.
Did you hear? Oh, Danny boy. What did you just say right there? Did y'all hear what he just said? When Meg Thee Stallion talks about the need for black women to be protected and humiliated him. It didn't even feel right. It was cringy what he just said. I'm scared that y'all missed what Daniel Cameron, He-Man, by the power of Grayskull. I have the power. Watch this. Let's listen again to what he just said after Meg Thee Stallion humiliated him before all the world on Saturday night to the live. Watch this.
Black women and love our black women. Because at the end of the day, we need our black.
Watch this.
Well, let me just say I agree that we need to love and protect our black women.
Oh, that just sounded, I felt violated when he said As a black woman, I felt violated when you said that. Daniel Cameron, oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. He-Man, by the power of Grayskull. Perhaps, I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm trying to diagnose myself right now as to why it is that I felt so violated when I heard you say that I agree that Black women need to be protected. Maybe it's because while we were waiting for you to bring charges against this race soldier, you were releasing these pictures. Somebody talk Black to me. Could it be this, family? Is this the reason why I felt cringe? I felt violated when he said that he believes that Black women need to be protected, because while we were telling him to bring charges against Breonna Taylor before he had his P-Man press conference, he was releasing these photos. That's a cute one, ain't it? Oh, but look what he do. Look at that. Look at that. I told y'all that's how I talk to the family dog. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Watch this. That ain't even the best one. Look at this one. This is my favorite one right here for real. My favorite picture of Daniel Cameron putting out his engagement photos while we were waiting for him to bring charges against Breonna Taylor's killers. Look at this. That's my favorite. Look how he be looking. Look how he looking back at Vicki like, you back there? That picture's like, now I'm scared you're going to leave me now. Screw me over down the road now. You back there though, right? You back there? That's what that is. That's a you back there. I'm just trying to make sure, white supremacists, I sold my soul, and I'm just trying to see if you're really there. God, today. Watch this. Y'all know I can't see y'all's comments right now, but watch this. Let's go back to the audio. Watch what he's finna get ready to say. This is what I think is just so outrageous here in just a moment. Before I do that, family, thumbs up, like, and share. We're almost done, family. We're almost done. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. That's why I felt violated when he said, I agree with her that the Black women need to be protected. Because when we was asking you to bring charges, you was releasing you and your photos of your Becky at your wedding, your engagement.
There's no question about that.
Watch this.
But the fact that someone would get on national television and make disparaging comments about me because I'm simply trying to do my...
Now, I want y'all, please. I can't see your comments on here, but family, listen real closely to what he's getting ready to say next, and we're done. I'm done torturing you with this sound from this Danny boy. Listen.
Job is disgusting, but it's not the first time we see this. It certainly won't be the last time we see this.
Listen.
At the end of the day, my responsibility is to provide facts and truth and represent and stand up for justice. I think what you saw there in that display is someone who instead wants to fashion facts to a narrative. That narrative is simply not true in this particular case with Ms. Taylor. Again, it is a tragedy what happened to her. But what you saw on the screen there, what your viewers saw, is something that I've had to experience because I'm a Black Republican, because I stand up for truth and justice as opposed to giving in to a mob mentality. And those are the sorts of things that will be hurled at me in this job. Those are the sorts of things that I've heard when I was in college.
My intelligent Black people that have been following me on this story, do you know what I said? Do you remember what I said some days back and even recently about him? Do you remember what I was calling for, dear family? Specifically, somebody pulled the tapes. Somebody pulled the tapes. Repeat what you said. Power of Grayskull. He-Man, I have the power. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling.
That narrative is simply not true
Listen.
In this particular case with Ms. Taylor. Again, it is a tragedy what happened to her. But what you saw on the screen there, what your viewers saw, is something that I've had to experience because I'm a Black Republican.
That's a lie. We the Black Roots, we ain't never cared about the Republicans. We've been giving the Democrats all this work, baby. You better try that small town stuff over on somebody else, honey. That's a lie, but watch what he's gonna say next. How many of you all know where I'm going with this next part?
Stand up for truth and justice as opposed to giving in to a mob mentality. And those are the sorts of things that will be hurled at me in this job. Those are the sorts of things that I've heard when I was in college.
He said what, family? How many of you all know why I continue to emphasize that? How many of you all know why I continue to emphasize that? How many of you all know what I just said and have been saying for the last few days? Didn't I say I'm calling for somebody Black who went to college with Daniel Cameron and who heard something when they got ready to prep him and select him. The white supremacists decided they were going to select him and use him. He showed early signs of a sellout, and he was willing to twitch his tail and be the modern abrupt, broken individual. How many of you all remember I said that? Okay, I'm going to this thing so I can look at your comments because I can't see it on there. Let me flip. Craig Colbert said, indeed. Didn't I say it days ago? Somebody pulled the tape. Didn't I say somebody who went to college with him come forward and tell us what you know? Didn't I also say somebody that may be sitting at one of them country clubs may have overheard something where they was plotting and planning related to this dude come forward? Tell me I didn't say it. Indale even said, yes, you did. So Cecilia King says, I sure remember that. Because they watch the budding Sambos and Bones and Biscuits that are growing into full-fledged coonettes and stuff. Members of the community, the coon community. Budding Bones and Biscuits and sellouts. They know who you are at a young age. Mickey says, yes, I heard it. Y'all know I ain't lying. Go pull the tape. I was saying that early on, and then I said it even recently again. I said, I'm calling for again. Somebody done heard something. Somebody went to college with him. I think yesterday I said, I was asking y'all about the country club and stuff. They prep these kinds of individuals. They can see years down the road. I told you the white supremacists are light years ahead of this war on racism because black folks, we've been too busy trying to live. Our minds don't know how to construct all kinds of murder and mischief like your open enemy can. So they know early on what the signs are, who they can use and who they can trust. Somebody talk black to me. The fact that Daniel Cameron, oh, Danny boy, the fact that he's out there saying he's been dealing with this since college. Y'all, our people knew he would be a sellout, and the open enemy knew that's him. He's chosen. Some of y'all, the same way y'all be getting excited when you learn, okay, when you read about these people in the scripture, they be thinking, okay, that's the Messiah, and everybody said you chose and God got a special plan. No, that's how they Christian him. That's how they know young, you got a call on your life for white supremacists. Talk black to me. You show special signs that you've been under the influence, and easy to be under the influence and programmed and conditioned in the ways of your open enemy. That's right, just like Obama. Exactly my point. Watch this. He's done. He's done.
Again, because if I identify with a different political philosophy, and therefore that shit.
Daniel is lying, and he's using how white people lie by trying to flip it and say it's got something to do with him being a Republican. No slowness. We've been calling out the Democrats that's in Kentucky, that's in power, that's done nothing. I believe it was a Democratic. It was a Democrat that appointed your funny looking self in the first place. Somebody talk black to me. It was a Democrat that appointed your funny looking self in the first place. And besides, according to some of the foundational Black Americans in Kentucky, let me read you this tweet from one of them that was up the other day. If this is true, folk from out of Kentucky, and I am not POC says, this is a tweet from folks that's out of Kentucky, black people out of Kentucky. Look what they say out of Kentucky. While you all sitting here trying to say, oh, it's because I'm a black Republican. Watch this. Watch what folk in Kentucky said. Oh, Danny boy. Boy? Oh, Danny boy? Watch what they said in this tweet. Sit. No, that's not what they said in this tweet. They didn't say shit. I said shit. The tweet said from this particular tweet from out of Kentucky, they said Daniel Cameron unanimously won the black vote when he was elected. They said he got 100% of black churches to support his campaign, while most others voted faithfully just because he was black. Even though he looked, taught and walked exactly like they said a coon, let this be a valuable lesson. So what are you talking about, slowness? Somebody call this nut to the stand. Danny boy, come to the stand. According to some of the black folk on the ground in Kentucky, they say that you received overwhelming black support. The people in Kentucky said that you got overwhelming black support from all the people there because you was black. That dog not gonna hunt over this way. But you talk about you a black Republican when all the black people was voting for you. Y'all play too much. Let's finish this off.
Shades the way people view me. The fact that a celebrity that I've never met before wants to make those sorts of statements, they don't hurt me, but what it does, it exposes the type of intolerance that people...
Danny, you said it doesn't hurt you. Your voice is crackling and shaking. You're He-Man by the power gray skull. I have the power press conference moment has been totally shattered. White folks assured you that they were going to be the wind beneath your wings. You knew that you was going to get a little bit of backlash for about 2 or 3 minutes, but they told you they was going to have your back. You just knew that we were going to sit down somewhere and we was going to be tricked by this one-ton endangerment from this one individual. You didn't expect all this extracurricular fallout to come hit you like that. This is devastating for you. You are about to cry right now on Fox News because things are not turning out to be the way that they told you it was going to be. This is the reason why you looked at your Becky in your engagement pictures. You looked at your Becky like this. This particular picture right here of all your different pictures. This is one of my favorite ones right here. This is my favorite one. This one was the one where you was looking back to say, are you going to still be with me? I'm looking back there. Are you back there? You're upset because they told you that they was going to have your back and they didn't have your back. You looking back to just make sure they didn't have your back. They did not inform you that you was going to have to deal with all this backlash and stuff. They put you out there like that. And now you're looking at the girl like you, you back there? Somebody talk like me. Thumbs up, family. Like and share. Let me give it a go. Let me say this real quick and I'm done. For real. Don't forget, family, for those of you who expressed disappointment that you were unable to join to hear me do my live 2-hour intergalactic cosmic Angels Unleashed course on Saturday, which was amazing. The turnout was amazing. And most importantly, the testimonials were absolutely amazing. Listen, for those of you that missed that, you are so blessed. You are so lucky because you can get the replay and it's worth every dime. You can get it 2 ways. Number one, if you sign up for my weekly mastermind, my ongoing weekly mastermind, we're doing a special. It's a minimal price once a month that you pay. But to get in right now for the first 30 days, you can get in for $1. You get automatic access to my 2-hour Angels Unleashed, which you need to hear because it makes sense of the world that we're in right now, world government systems, institutions, and what's happening right now. And this celestial angelic power that's at work and available for you, black men and black women. You don't want to miss this. You can sign up now at clubvicki.com for $1 for my weekly mastermind, and you will get automatic access. Or if you just want to hear the 2-hour Angels Unleashed, which will absolutely change your life, give you more purpose and more power, that's totally fine. You don't need to join my mastermind. Just go to flynubianmastermind.com and the replay is available there. It is worth every penny and it's not even that big of an investment. First one, clubvicki.com, join for $1, or go to flynubianmastermind.com. That's flynubianmastermind.com, and you will have access to this amazing content, these celestial codes that I release to you. Don't forget, we want you to reach out to us at produce@flynubianmedia.com if you would like to become a Flynubian. Also, I want to make sure that I get the link right. I can't see the thing on my screen. Let me go here and see if I can see y'all's comments here. I'm going to ask the moderators to please put up, and I know they've been doing it throughout probably, the mastermind that Dr. Boyce Watkins and Dr. Claude Anderson have coming up on October 15th. Somebody please put the link in the chat for Dr. Boyce Watkins and Dr. Claude Anderson's October 15th. Y'all know that's already going to be off the chain. Their Powernomics Mastermind. Oh my gosh. I know that's going to be off the chain. Dr. Boyce, Dr. Claude Anderson getting ready to do this thing. You do not want to miss it. Thank you so much. Powernomics. I see a dual. Powernomics Masterclass.com. That's it. Powernomicsmasterclass.com. Powernomicsmasterclass.com. October 15th. Join now. Join now. Join now. You don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss it. Thank you so much, Moss, for putting that in there for me. Thank you, dude. Watch this. Last thing I want to say, dear family. There were so many moving parts, so many demonic, diabolical things that were taking place in Breonna Taylor's case, which never was a case. At the end of the day, Daniel Cameron did not prosecute the case for Breonna Taylor because the wonton charge, that little raggedy nothing de facto misdemeanor. It's a de facto misdemeanor, even that if the guy is convicted of that, which is very likely he won't be. But if he happens to be convicted of it, do you all know that the minimum sentence is 1 year, either behind jail, or that 1 year can be probation? So that's really a de facto misdemeanor, that charge, in terms of punishment. Because the minimum sentence is 1 year, and that can be probation. The lies to get the warrant, the lies about what took place when they were there, testimonies from a neighbor that was on the record as saying that she heard one of them say, what is it? Shout out to Black Media. This was one of the tweets that was out there too. Let me see if I can find somebody else that maybe said it on the tweet. I want to get it exactly right. Watch this. In fact, actually, this particular one is from Sean King. It says, look at this. A resident of Breonna Taylor's apartment complex, Summer Dickerson, heard, that's the name. Y'all know we believe in receipts. Heard the shooting and called 911. She eventually stepped out of her apartment and spoke to an officer and asked him what happened. He replied, quote, some drug dealing girl shot at the police. So they tried to slander this dead woman. They lied to try to make her look like she was a drug dealer to justify murdering her. Watch this. How many of y'all remember Jamarcus Glover? I believe that's his name. Jamarcus Glover. I wish I could see y'all's comments right now. Jamarcus Glover. Jamarcus Glover, separate from Kenneth Walker. Y'all remember the injustice with Kenneth Walker, right? Don't forget, after Kenneth Walker legally protecting his home and had every right to, based on the circumstances, they brought charges and locked Kenneth up. That's another injustice. Don't forget all of the illegal things that they did at every level for this cover up and this lynching of our sister. Listen, Jamarcus Glover, I believe that was an ex-boyfriend. They tried to get, according to reports, his attorney, they tried to get him to do a plea deal to implicate Breonna Taylor in terms of the drugs and so forth. Somebody talk black to me. They tried to get him to sign off on a plea deal where he would either just get probation, I believe it was, or something like that. I read the report a long time ago, but it's been a minute and I don't want to mess up the facts. But it has to do with the plea deal. And they tried to get him to cut a deal. Yes. If he would just simply say that Breonna Taylor some kind of way had something to do with any nefarious drug dealing or transactions from the past. They lied and said that packages were coming to her home. They lied and said that the feds, that the post office said that there were suspicious packages coming. And the postal inspector came out and said, that's a lie. It's so much malfeasance. This is unforgivable, family. Do y'all hear me? I wanted to read that because I don't want you all to forget how dirty the system's white supremacy is, which is why we ain't sitting here trying to unwind it and retrofit white supremacy. We just believe in getting rid of it and starting from based on a new foundation because this is too much. And what's so fascinating is now the black media is covering Daniel Cameron, the Sambo, the bootlick, the Bones and Biscuits, the black trader. They're covering Daniel Cameron right now because white media is a part of the anti-black war. White media is so humiliated and embarrassed by its undeniable war on black people. White folk murdering us in the most savage and anti-human ways. They're being exposed. According to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, where the scripture says that the man of lawlessness, the man of sin must be revealed. White America is so humiliated because they're looking like everything but human. This gives them a little bit of a respite. They feel like that this gives them a woosah moment to breathe a minute when they put this funny looking Negro's face out there, because now, instead of all the attention being on the fugitives that are still at large, that are responsible for the murder of our sister, now the media is giving all this attention and it's looking like it's the black man's fault. That's what happens when you are a black traitor to your people. Are y'all hearing me? When the white folks sat down and talked to Daniel Cameron, told him that they was going to make him attorney general, and it happened, he thought he met the Lord. Somebody talk black to me. When they told him, when he was in college, when they identified him in college, when he was signing up for all the little activities and stuff, when he was trying to be president of this and co-chair of that and this, that, and the third, and he was a sellout then, and they knew if he could sustain being rightly called a traitor in college, that they knew that he could be able to handle this next level of coonery. Somebody talk black to me. And sell out. Watch this. He thought when they elevated him to the position of attorney general as a 34-year-old, young 30-something-year-old attorney general, he thought they were God. He thought that was the Lord elevating him. He thought he was up there. He was on Moses status. He thought these were the angels of the Most High that came down and said, you got a special assignment on your life and get going, and we've anointed you. And now he feels tricked because he is a trick, was a trick, and is still a trick and a laughing stock. And white media is pleased to cover him now some because it gives white folk a break from looking so terrible, so anti-black for their destruction of black people. Now they can just mix it up a little bit and make it look like, well, this black man, he got something to do with it too, so we not so bad. Now the attention is on, oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from Glen and down the mountainside. Something's gone. Holly Roses. Y'all hear me today? Are y'all hearing me? I gotta go. That's the problem with this. No punishment. Daniel Cameron is this race soldier, not just because he's a swirler, not because of no, it's because you were willing to defend white people and slander black folks, murder black folks. He was, he was behind and had knowledge of everything that they were doing to her innocent man, Kenneth Walker, when they put him in jail and bringing charges against him for defending his own woman. And at the press conference, don't forget, Daniel Cameron also threw a whole bunch of the blame on Kenneth Walker. He was willing to throw everybody black. That's the real black on black crime, is to see this disgusting raccoon up there throwing every black man that he could think of under the bus. And then cry and say it's because he's a black Republican. Fool, we don't even recognize labels in black society. The black grassroots, we don't. Somebody talk black to me. That dog don't hunt. That Dalmatian dog over here don't hunt. Sit. I want you to know, black family. Thumbs up, like and share as I get ready to go. Public service announcement to you, beloved. Stop looking to Donald Trump. Most of us got enough sense enough not to do that. You're not that stupid and dumb. Stop looking to all of these other so-called world leaders. You are the world leaders today. Stop looking to the White House and other capitals. Make your house your headquarters, because what you do in your home how you do business, how you govern, how you plan, how you move. That's what's going to move the world in this hour. You are the new world leaders. I've told you this before. I'll never stop telling you. I know we're going through a lot of bloodshed, a lot of pain. Remember, I told you those are the same things that attend a woman that's getting ready to have a child. We're dealing with labor pains right now. We're getting ready to birth a new world. I know it's difficult for us, but these are labor pains. Don't forget that, and don't forget this is our finest hour. Did you hear me? Don't be. Oh, that knee boy. Let that not be your destiny. Don't let that be your destiny. Love y'all. Can't wait to see you soon. Stay tuned to FlyNubianQueenTV.com or Your Black World for changes in scheduling. I love you to pieces. My name is Vicki Dillard. Please follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. That's Vicki X Dillard. And follow me on Instagram at Dillard Vicki, my last name first, on Twitter. Follow me on my Facebook fan page at Vicki Dillard, or you can subscribe to my personal YouTube channel at VickiDillard.tv. More content coming soon. There's been a little bit of a delay, but I'm gonna get it together. I deal with my my health and so forth, and so sometimes I can be very excited and plan so many different things, but sometimes your body does something else. So anyway, new content coming soon. VickiDillard.tv. Most important, hit that thumbs up button, like button. Make sure that you subscribe to FlyNubianQueen.com. I came to you in peace. I leave you in peace. I want you to know I love you. It's my privilege, my honor, my bliss. I bow to you. I love y'all.